What is going on YouTube? Lamont at Large coming to you from the van. I'm at a cemetery, but I guess they're having some kind of a party at this house right on the other side of this wall, and they turned up their music, and that was it for the video for today. So I will come back here tomorrow and finish things up. But really quickly, so I'm walking back to my van, and I sit down and I realize what shirt I'm wearing, and I wanted to tell you guys really quickly the story about how I got this shirt. Now, normally when people buy me things, I always feel badly because people spending their money on me. I've never been that type of person that can accept gifts very easily, and I always feel bad when people like just spend money, because I always think that their money can go to better things in their lives. They got children or what have you. And I've always had a special place in my heart for gifts that I receive from people, like they hand make them, or if they drew a picture of me, something like that. So I want to tell you about this shirt. Now, I've had a lifelong struggle with my weight. Maybe I take that back. Maybe not a lifelong, but quite a bit of my adult years. I've always been heavy set. I've always been chubby, what have you. Right now I'm about 265, kind of on a diet. I'm trying to kind of get my weight back down. Normally I walk around 220, which isn't bad. And the heaviest I ever was, I was 340 pounds. So if anybody out there, you watch my videos and you got some weight on you, trust me, I know the struggle. The struggle is real for sure. And I always just had issues with weight. You travel a lot like I do. You tend to go to McDonald's more times than you should, which should be never, but I love their coffee and their sausage McMuffins. Anyways, so when I was about 21, 22, 23, somewhere around there, my sister used to go to this church, and she used to help them run a woman's program where basically if you're on drugs, what have you, you go to this program and try to get off drugs and stuff like that. So one day I went to visit my sister. I was living in Las Vegas. So I flew out to LA, visited my sister, and I was a lot bigger than I am now. And I go to visit my sister, and I'm meeting this girl, and there was this one girl. Her name was Sonia. She was I think she was Mexican. And she was there because she had, she did drugs, and, she was trying to get clean. And she said, hey, she goes, I got something for you. And I said, yeah. And she gives me this shirt. Now, I've kind of altered the shirt recently. I cut the sleeves off. I don't know why I like doing that. I just like cutting the sleeves off or whatever. And I remember she gave me this shirt. And she said, your sister told me about you, how you're a nice guy, and she said you had pretty eyes, and so I got you this shirt because I probably matches your eyes or something like that. So I said thank you very much, made me blush or whatever. And I took the shirt and I went back to Las Vegas, and I tried it on, and it did not fit me. It didn't fit me. That's how big I was then. Like now it just fits me like so loose. And when I took it off, I said to myself, I said, I'm gonna lose the weight and fit in the shirt. And eventually I did. And I've always kept this shirt after all these years. I mean, that was a long time ago. That was so long ago. And I remember about 5 or 6 years ago, my sister told me, she said, hey, do you remember Sonia, the girl that gave you that shirt, the shirt that, that you have? I said, yeah. And she said, she got killed. And I said, what do you mean? How did she get killed? And she said, she was riding her bicycle, and she had like her headphones on, and she got ran over by a car. I don't know if she died in Riverside or San Bernardino or the Inland Empire, that section of Southern California. And I was like, damn, because that kind of reminds you, you always, never take a day for granted, because you never know. And so, I was really sad about it because, I didn't know her, but, for a girl that had nothing in her life, she was on drugs and she was, trying to get, cleaned up. She eventually kind of left the program and kind of went back to the streets, sort of. And I never got rid of the shirt. And then so I moved in my van 2015, and I broke up. I had a relationship, but I broke up with my girlfriend, and I left Las Vegas, and I've been in my van pretty much ever since. And when I was cleaning up like my storage, my friend was kind enough to let me keep the rest of my stuff. I got rid of a bunch of stuff, and I was going through all my clothes, which to give to the, what clothes I'm never going to wear again and what clothes I'm probably going to wear again. And this shirt came out. I said, it goes in my van. The shirt goes with me all the time. And then last week I was looking at it and I kind of felt bad. I was like, what do I said? I said, I want to start wearing this shirt, but I said, I don't like the sleeves. I just want to cut them off. So I cut the sleeves off. And today, by happenstance, this is the first time that I've worn this shirt in a long time. And I did not just mean to have this shirt on and make this video. I should be vlogging the cemetery right now. And when the music started blaring, and then everyone's like laughing at the party, I said, okay, well, video's done. A lot of times when you go to cemeteries, you often, that's my problem is outside noise. And when I sat down in my car and I looked in my rearview mirror, I said, and I remember, I said, I remember this t-shirt. And it's really good too, and I know I'll have, this is a polo shirt. And, when she gave it to me, it wasn't new. She probably had got it from the thrift store. But it doesn't matter where she bought it from. It only matters that she bought it for me. And it's gifts like that that mean the absolute world to me. The absolute world. So anyways, kind of an impromptu video, but I wish I could find out what her last name is and where she's buried. My sister doesn't, it was so many years ago. I'm going to try to look her up online, see if I can find her last name. I don't know. If anybody out there, I know this is a total long shot. But if anybody knows of a girl named Sonia, she was Mexican or definitely Latina, and maybe in the early 2000s, she had went into a drug rehab program through a church. And if you can give me her last name and maybe if she's buried somewhere so I can go visit her grave, I would appreciate that very much. I know I don't know her. I don't know her family. I've only met her the one time, but it's very important to me. So, believe she got hit and killed on her bicycle while she was listening to her earphones. It could have been in the San Bernardino or Riverside area. I don't know if it was a hit and run. My sister doesn't know. All she said was that's what happened. All right, guys, I got to go. I've done enough schlepping around in this video. I got to get to the gym. But anyways, thank you for listening to my story. I appreciate it. All right, I'll catch up with you later. Peace out.